Agriculture is the mainstay of Kenya's economy. According to information from the Food and Agriculture Organization FAO of the United Nations, the sector directly contributes 26% of Kenya's gross domestic product (GDP). The key sector was allocated 60 billion shillings in the 2021-2022 budget in order to spur its growth. By and large, households in the rural areas heavily depend on agriculture as a source of income, employment, and food security. FAO estimates that agriculture employs 70% of the people residing in the rural areas. Traditionally, Kenya's rural households grew food crops and kept livestock for their own consumption. This practice is known as subsistence farming. But times have changed, with the domestic budgets of the said households growing fast on a daily basis. For instance, educating family members, agriculture has been commercialized. In that vein, farmers are growing crops and keeping livestock as a means of generating income. This modern practice is known as agribusiness or kilimo biashara in Kiswahili, and by embracing, the lives of many farmers have been transformed. To succeed in agribusiness, many progressive farmers work hand in hand with reliable financial partners. They are therefore able to benefit from financing and capacity building from such lenders as they strive to grow their enterprises. Given their ability to penetrate the far-flung corners and deep valleys of the rural areas because of their agile models, microfinance institutions are very ideal partners of farmers engaging in agribusiness. Founded in 1994, ECLOF Kenya is a microfinance institution that provides financial and non-related financial services to the economically vulnerable communities in all sectors of Kenya's economy. Field visits to Embu and Nyandarua offer a very clear picture of how the innovative dairy farming project has transformed the farmers' lives. In the demo farms, highly intensive smallholder dairy production systems, also known as zero grazing units, have been put up with financial and technical support from ECLOF Kenya. The dairy cows are fed with fodder crops grown by the farmers, hence increasing the production of milk and cutting down the cost of buying commercial animal feeds, among other benefits. This development is in sharp contrast with the poorly constructed cow sheds that the farmers owned before ECLOF Kenya's intervention. One of the outstanding demo farms under this project is owned by Mrs. Esther Mudhoni Njogu from Embu County. Very meticulous in her work, Esther is a focused and successful farmer.
My name is Esther Mudhoni Njogu. I was trained as an agricultural extension officer in 1980. And I was posted to work in the field as a field extension worker. I used to train farmers in all aspects concerning agriculture. I've worked in few districts. First of all, I worked in Busia. I came to Nyandarua district in central Kenya, Nyeri, and finally Embu. I started dairy farming since 1992 on a small scale. 1 or 2 cows, and then I started serious farming in the year 2009, whereby I increased animals from 2 to 5, 7, 9, and I continued adding until they were almost 22.
Esther is very passionate about dairy farming because it is a well-paying venture.
It is a second to coffee commercial farming. That's where you can get a lot of income, you can get manure, and you can get heifers for sale and for breeding.
She has employees who assist her in looking after the cows.
They started way back in 2016. I've benefited a lot. For one, they are very cooperative and they are very good to farmers. They offer us loans to promote our dairy farming.
In 2016, she hosted a field day in her demo farm in order to educate farmers on the best agribusiness practices.
It was organized by ECROF in collaboration with the Superior Highland and other stakeholders. It attracted very many farmers from various parts of Embu The attendance was about 300 farmers who really were happy, and they really said they benefited from the teaching because we had invited stakeholders from Ministry of Agriculture, from Ministry of Cooperatives, from Superior Highland, and the other stakeholders. So farmers were encouraged to improve on their dairy farming and the other kinds of farming. From dairy farming, I get a lot of manure to improve on my coffee farming, and I get income because I've bought about 2 vehicles from dairy farming. I've educated my children from dairy farming, and it has continued to improve on my upkeep.
A good number of smallholder farmers in Embu County who have received training from the demo farms have in turn established highly successful enterprises. One of them is Mercy Karemi Ireri from Kawanjara.
My name is Mercy Karemi Ireri from Kawanjara Commercial Village, where we take our own of aircraft. I entered aircraft in 2017, whereby I've been able to do so many things through the loan. The first loan I was servicing, it was of 70,000, whereby I was able to construct the cow shed and I bought a shaft cutter. After that, I took the second loan, which was 150, whereby I bought a cow. I got another loan of 200,000, whereby I was able to buy a motor which I used for pumping water, and I bought another cow for the second time.
Karemi's dairy farming enterprise is profitable. From the proceeds of her milk, she has, for instance, been able to educate 2 of her children up to the university.
Through the training which I've got through the aircraft, I'm able to upgrade my livestock production because I'm able to put my cows the right breed, which is supposed to upgrade to a good cow. We have a group in Kawanjara, which is called Kawanjara Group, which has around 30 members. And from that group, me as Mercy, I'm the treasurer of the group. I've served as the treasurer of the group for around 3 years. And right now I'm serving as the secretary of the group because of the organization. That group has benefited from the group because we are able to appreciate one another. If somebody is unable to pay their own, we talk and we also cooperate, and we know how to solve that problem, and we are able to help one another.
Kawera recently sold one of her dairy cows in order to pay for her daughter's university fees. She is planning to expand her zero grazing unit in order to accommodate more cows.
If you want to uplift your life, and if you want to uplift also your family, it is better you be together with others so that you can move.
Down to earth, focused and industrious, Kawera is a strong pillar of her family and Kawanjara residents.